Hey guys, welcome to an impromptu, completely unplanned episode of the Internet Mexican show here on Spike Gaming. Real quick, I'd like to apologize to someone that I was supposed to have on my show who wants to help me with the show, who was going to make some quick commentary on here, and that's my boy Steven. He was supposed to come out on the next episode, which is this one. However, because I'm doing this one so impromptu, just out of nowhere, I didn't have a chance to message him or to get the whole picture-in-picture thing set up. But something kind of big came up that I really wanted to talk about, that I really want to mention, because it sort of got the Twitterverse over here going crazy, especially with the right-wing political commentators like Coulter, who are furious about it. And that is this meeting that Donald Trump had with both Democrats and Republicans, where it appears that he's endorsing a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants, specifically Dreamers and DACA recipients, which I thought was freaking huge. So let's go ahead and watch this quick clip here on the New York Times website, and here we go.
I feel having the Democrats in with us is absolutely vital, because this should be a bipartisan bill. This should be a bill of love. Truly, it should be a bill of love, and we can do that. But it also has to be a bill where we're able to secure our border. Drugs are pouring into our country at a record pace. This group and others from the Senate, from the House, comes back with an agreement, I'm signing it. I mean, I will be signing it. I'm not going to say, oh, gee, I want this or I want that. I'll be signing it, because I have a lot of confidence in the people in this room that you're going to come out with something really good. You need it. John, you need the wall. I mean, changing your tune. Wonderful. I'd love not to build the wall, but you need the wall. And I will tell you this, the ICE officers and the Border Patrol agents, I had them just recently up, they say if you don't have the wall, you know, in certain areas, obviously, that aren't protected by nature, if you don't have the wall, you cannot have security. You just can't have it. It doesn't work.
So you heard it yourselves. It appears that he is endorsing, let me go ahead and close that. It appears that this man is endorsing a path, that's the next video we're going to watch, but it appears that he is endorsing a path towards legalization for undocumented immigrants. Which, I don't know. I think that's exciting. I don't want to get too excited, though. I feel like the president has flip-flopped on some issues in the past. I mean, before he said that if they didn't come with an agreement on DACA, that he was going to do something himself. And then later on in that same week, he said, nope, not going to do anything about it, deport him or whatever, right? So I don't want to get too optimistic here. I'm a little optimistic. You know who's super pissed about this, though, who is completely unhappy about these comments, is Coulter on Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Coulter. Fake news, guys, my bad. That's a hag raven from Skyrim. This is the she-demon Coulter right here. She is pissed. She is pissed about this. Again, like I said in my previous video, she has come out and she has made the comment that she would rather have MS-13 gangbangers in this country than DACA recipients. She's okay with having rapists, actual rapists, murderers, human traffickers, drug traffickers in this country. She would rather have them in this country than have dreamers, and have people who are here because they were brought as children, people who have been assimilated to American culture, people who have probably gotten a college education, or at very least a high school education, are in the workforce, are paying their taxes. She would rather have those people deported in favor of keeping MS-13 gang members here. Right? We mentioned this in the last video, and she is currently furious about this. Matter of fact, she came out with Lou Dobbs over here, and let's go ahead and check out that interview real quick. Let me turn these audio levels on real quick. I'm here.
Agreed with DACA. Yes, we'll have a standalone Dreamer bill, just granting everybody amnesty.
First off, and no, we're not granting everybody amnesty. And stop calling DACA and the DREAM Act amnesty. It's not. It's not. Just conditions that need to be met. It's not just, oh, you're an illegal immigrant, here's a green card. Oh, you're an illegal immigrant, here's a green card. No. And for those of you who don't fucking know how the DREAM Act works, I will post another video down in the comments where I talk about how the DREAM Act works. It's not amnesty, all right? It's a path to citizenship. It is a conditional path to citizenship, not even citizenship initially. It's a conditional path towards legal residency and eventually citizenship. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Hey, here's citizenship. There you go. Go on your way. It's A, meet these conditions for a conditional residency, then further meet these other conditions for permanent legal residency, and then further meet these conditions for citizenship. So stop saying that it's amnesty for everybody. You're literally promoting fake news. You are being a liar. You are misleading people on purpose.
We'll get to that comprehensive immigration stuff later. No, whoa, this is a
Except that it is comprehensive immigration reform.
disaster. It was the lowest day of his presidency.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more about the difference.
That was the lowest day in his presidency, by the way. She's saying today, when he said, you know what, I might consider a legal path to citizenship for Dreamers, the lowest part of his residency. Not when he refused or when he hesitated to disavow white supremacist groups in Charlottesville. That was not the lowest point of his residency. His presidency. That was not the lowest point. When it seemed that it appeared that he may have been referring to some white supremacists as, decent people involved in these protests or whatever during Charlottesville. That wasn't a low point in his presidency. I keep saying residency. My fucking bad. That wasn't the lowest point in his presidency. No. It's this. It's saying, you know what? These people have been assimilated to American culture. They're Americans in every way other than on paper. So maybe let's give them a chance. That's the lowest point in his presidency. And you know what? I'm going to put up the Hagraven fucking picture back because I think that's a closer representation of what you are, Ann Coulter. Let's keep going here.
Difficulty of the day, let me put it that way. Look, I am an absolute committed supporter of this president. I am also absolutely, without question and unreservedly, a champion of his wall and making certain that we secure the borders before there's any talk with this was an assemblage of some of the worst lights of the Kennedy, McCain effort to create comprehensive immigration reform. And a reminder to everyone in Washington, what you do when you don't have a solution is you expand the problem. They made it comprehensive, vast,
well,
and by the way,
and also,
still
it
no
seems
progress
as if
on it.
Trump. It seems as if Trump thinks he's going to get all this great press by giving the left everything they want. I promise you, he's not going to get good press from this. They're still going to say he has.
He's going to get great press from this. What are you talking about? He's not going to get good press from it. The fact that he's going to say, you know what? Fuck doing this party politics bullshit. Fuck doing things for the party. I'm going to start doing shit for the country. I'm going to make the right decision here and take people who have been in limbo for fucking decades, 2 decades at least, for some of these people. And I'm going to grant them a path to citizenship, and I'm going to give them the opportunity to help me make America great. That's fucking great press. What are you talking about, Ann? You're just upset that you're not getting what you want, which is deport all these people. And it has nothing to do with safety for you. The fact that you would rather have rapists, murderers, drug traffickers, and just gangbangers, MS-13, the fact that you'd rather have them here shows to you that it's nothing, shows me that for you it's not about safety. It's not about securing our borders. It's about getting these damn Mexicans out. That's what it is. Just say it. Why do you got to beat around the bush? We can all see who you really are. He ain't going to be getting no bad press over this. It's nothing but good press over this. I mean, except for the few, the Donald supporters and, from the subreddit readers, from the Donald and the alt-right fucking people and people like you and Future You, Tommy Lauren, and what's the other, Lauren Southern? I forget her name. It's only you who are going to be furious about this. And for Lauren Southern, why are you even tripping about it? Ain't you Canadian? What? I mean, goddamn. Actually, no, you live in the U.S. now, so that's probably why you're concerned about it. So it's just you guys that are pissed off about it. This is great press from anybody else that has any goddamn common decency or common sense. And it's funny because this tweet that I'm showing you is off of one of Ann's supporters. She's talking about build a wall and deport Dreamers, right? And all this shit. And I believe was they were saying recently was that Trump is now asking for $18 billion or something to build a border wall. Now, if they're going to propose that in order to pass any form of immigration reform that'll help give dreamers a path to legalization, that if we want a path to legalization, in return they have to build the border wall, fucking do it. Do it. Build that fucking wall. Build that fucking wall as high as you can. Fuck. I'll help you build a fucking wall. I'll drive my ass down there and I'll fucking work for minimum wage to build that bitch if it means that I get a path to legalization. Because guess what? Fucking A, yes, the U.S. as a sovereign country has the right to try to secure its borders. All right, and some of you that are saying, well, you know what, this is good. This is gonna stop illegal immigration. I mean, it really won't, because most illegal immigration comes from people who overstay their visas. And even if it did, would that be such a bad thing? I'm telling you right now, as someone who is a dreamer, who is a DACA recipient, maybe it would benefit to keep people from having to experience what I've experienced growing up. All this shit. I mean, I don't want to say that I had it incredibly hard, but yeah, man, it was kind of a pain in the ass, you know. So maybe it would be beneficial to not have other people grow up the way that I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't build a fucking wall if it means that I can finally, and people like me can finally, on paper, be Americans, because we're already Americans in every other way. I mean, I speak English way better than I speak Spanish. I know way more about American history, American culture, than I know about the other, you know, Mexican culture, or, you know, my home country's culture. Obviously, I know way more what it's like to be an American, and in my heart, and I've said it before, I consider myself an American in every way. The only way that I'm not an American is on paper. So if it means that on paper I can finally be an American, thank you. Build that wall. I don't fucking care. Build it. It's not going to matter. It's a public works project that'll create jobs, so it's a benefit either way. It would be a win-win. You create a public works project that helps secure the border, and you get the people who are college educated, who want to contribute, who want to be here, who want to be Americans, who want to be taxpayers. You give them a path to legalization. It's a fucking win-win. So let's hope that it goes fucking through. Because god damn, bro, this to me so far during the Trump presidency has been the fucking greatest thing I've ever heard come out of his fucking mouth. I'm just gonna fucking say it because it's fucking true. And you know what? There are some members of the Republican Party that support it. And I'm talking about members of the actual Republican Party. All right? Not these far-right, alt-right supporting members of the Republican Party. I'm talking about actual Republicans. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm pretty fucking, you know, stoked about the news I heard today. I mean, I'm excited. I'm trying to not let myself get too excited, because, you know, we've seen in the past where the president has said one thing and done something completely different. For example, when he said that China was going to be labeled a currency manipulator, but that never happened. So, I mean, we'll see. And I, for one, hope that this goes through. And I hope that they find something, you know, that they come to a compromise and they create a path to citizenship for dreamers. And for those of you who think that it's amnesty, it's not. Go watch that video that I'm going to leave down below. You'll see that the DREAM Act was a very strict proposal where there would be several steps before citizenship could even be achieved. You know, it would be conditional residency, and then after several conditions were met, which would probably take years, then legalization. And it would be only for people who have graduated from an American high school, attended a university, or served in the military. How is that not win for America? So yeah, let's keep the dream alive. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Internet Mexican and the Internet Mexican Show. Don't forget to like us, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter at Internet Mexican. And yeah, fuck Coulter.